Okay, hi everyone. This week we'll be going to touch on servo motors. So this lesson's objectives are as follows. So it involves two activities. One is to make the servo motor connected up and make it sweep back and forth, while the others is adding of a potentiometer so that we can manually control the servo. So at the start we can play a short video for the students. It's talking about this semi-auto stir fryer, which is quite common with the coming in of the grants for small and medium enterprises, especially for this catering and food and beverage industries. They are using less manpower to save costs and sort of automated systems to help ease the processes. Okay, so a potentiometer is also known as a variable resistor. As the motor rotates, the potentiometer's resistance changes so that they can control the circuit. And this can precisely regulate the magnitude of the movement as well as toggle the orientation of the shaft. So you can see that in the picture below, there's a potentiometer attached within the servo motor itself. So how does this work? So this desired position is sent via electrical pulses through the signal wire, and the motor will start turning and it will gradually increase speeds while it kind of closes near the desired position. It will slow down, and the shaft motor is when the shaft motor is at the desired position, the power supply will be cut off, so it will stop exactly at the desired position. So there's another concept that's known as the pulse width modulation. It controls the servo motor by the electrical pulses of variable width. This is mainly for the degree of turn. So the servo motor can turn in either clockwise direction or anti-clockwise direction for a total of 180 degrees movement. So other servo motor applications is for your remote control car. You can toggle the direction of your wheels to change direction of movement, as well as for a remote control airplane. You can tweak the wing tip to either land or take off, as well as the tail of the plane to change your direction. This is also applicable to commercial jets, where this precise control is required for the tail, as well as the as well as the both of the wings. And you can see that for the bottom pictures is just a manufacturing line. So in this food production lines, you can see servo motors to help labeling stuff and packaging stuff, as well as what we've mentioned earlier. This is a semi-automated stir fryer or machine that helps you cook different ingredients. So the first activity is just to connect up a potentiometer, and these are the materials needed. So I've included a animated picture to sort of connect the wires up. So we start with the 5V and the ground. Then we connect up the servo motor as such. We want to connect the servo motor to pin 9. Again, pin 9 has the curvy or wavy line. This means that it can take in analog signals. So because like we have said, for servo motors we need precise signaling and control. These analog signals will give you more specifics and precise control of your servo motor. From the previous, I have also prepared a sort of guide for the students in the table form, so to connect the wires up to which location on the breadboard as well as the Arduino board itself. So So after which we will load the examples from the files. So it's files examples servo and sweep, and this will be shown later on when I connect up my breadboard and my Arduino. So students can try to modify different parameters such as the position as well as the delay to see how the servo motor reacts. So what we have done for the first part of the activity is to connect up orders on the right hand side of the diagram, the electrical schematics. Now we want to include those on the left so that we can manually control our servo motor. So you can see what is additional component over here is the variable resistor or potentiometer with an arrow to the left. And there you go, you have your potentiometer over here. So you must be wondering why we are connecting the wires onto the breadboard earlier. Students might be asking, is there a real need for us to do that? Actually, we can directly connect it onto the Arduino itself. But what we want to build on from the previous is to add on this potentiometer so that we don't have to connect everything up again. So we're just continue from the previous, because this 5 wires already are already connected to the breadboard. So what the additional wires? So you have your ground wire to your potentiometer. We have your A0 analog input wire to your potentiometer, as well as the 5 volt to your potentiometer. Okay, so the second part of the activity is just to load this example from files, example servo and knob. This will allow you to manually control your servo motor. So after which students can answer the questions available on their worksheets. So there's just 3 questions over here, and we can just briefly summarize the lesson. Okay, so this is the guide for the students to connect up the wires. So we can see over here the wires are connected as such. And this is the servo motor, and we are connected to pin 9 over here. Okay, so I'll go to files, examples, and we can find servo right down here, and we'll just load sweep. Okay, once I've got the code, I'll go to tools and select my serial port, just conform. Can upload the sketch as such. And you can see the servo motor is now sweeping in a back and forth motion over here. So students can toggle the position or degree of turn as well as the delay to see how the servo motor reacts. Okay, so this is the second part of the activity. We're going to connect up a potentiometer, which is the additional device over here. As such, just following the guide over here. Okay, so I've connected the wires as such. So just note, we have the F to J over here, and the numbers to the side. Okay, once we're ready, we're gonna load from the examples. Servo again. This time round we're gonna, servo again. This time round we're gonna select knob. So here's the sketch. You can click upload. Okay, now it's once it's done, here, so you can actually manually rotate the servo as such. So that's all for this lesson on servo motors. Thank you for tuning in.